matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome, folks, to the classic Cotton Bowl right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
Back to throw. It's Lewis. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Breaks a tackle in the clear now. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
He finds his man. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. To throw, it's Ellis. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And the last time they scored a touchdown, can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Catch is made down the middle. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Fields. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Big stiff arm and he breaks free. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Sooners. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
First down here for this offense. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Crosses the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. To the air, it's Lewis. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the running play gets stuffed. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that shot.
Touchdown, Longhorns. They cap the drive with 6 points.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play that was scored in one play. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Looking to pass. It's Ellis. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. The junior brought down after making a great catch.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Ellis. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution when they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. And they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To throw, it's Lewis. Looks left and finds his target there. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Fields. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's the handoff. Smothered for no gain, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. We'll see if they can keep the production up heading into the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First and 10 now for the offense. On the ground, it's Hill. He goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Catch made on the right side. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
To the air, it's Ellis. Grabbed by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they went, grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win, Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on. Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls in the catch. That's enough to move the sticks and get him a first down at the 41.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Pass rush hits home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Fields. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Scanning the field. It's Ellis. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And the Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Looking for a man. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Sooners, as they put 6 more on the board.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. Chris, we got a tie game.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. To throw, it's Lewis. That's caught. It's Simon. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Longhorns. They finish off the scoring drive.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now, can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout, 35-28. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Looking downfield, it's Ellis. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Extra point try coming now. And it's up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Back to pass. It's Lewis. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Receiver makes the catch. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Second down, they're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, gutsy call here to go for this instead of taking the field goal, but it works out. Great touchdown. They now lead by 6. An extra point away, and they go up by 7 here at the half.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Fields. And he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, I love this. People, they're still trying to get into their seats from halftime. And here's the first play of the third quarter, and boom, we've already got points on the scoreboard with an electric kickoff return.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about it.
Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
This guy's throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
Receiver in motion now. Quick throw, the catch is made. He brings him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Takes the handoff. It's Simon. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Scanning the field. It's Lewis. Throws to the tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Long Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. They keep him guessing with a run. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And now to try here for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pocket breaking down. The offense has it and still going.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So an important play now in this football game. 4th and long from the 48. Dropping back. It's Ellis. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Runs out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick round. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. On the move now. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Sooners. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Picks up the first, looking for more. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, the numbers are just getting ridiculous. I'm not sure this quarterback knows it, but he's very close to a 500-yard passing game, Tucker.
This guy is having an unbelievable day in this core defense. They look like they're playing in quicksand. He's just one step ahead of them every single play, just carving them up, making every single throw that's asked of him. What a masterclass performance.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to throw. It's Lewis. Wrapped down the middle. It's Simon. Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down play coming up. he'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Simon. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. This pass is caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's the 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Ellis. The receiver grabs it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a quick grab. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Defense is coming after him. It's drops. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Handoff running right. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, it's Ellis. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and the first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Lewis. It's a wide receiver screen. What a stiff arm. What a catch and run by the junior.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Not much time left. The offense has a shot to end this in regulation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. He dumps it off to the tight end. It's good for 1st down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
Boy, quarterback's best friend is a big target on 3rd down. Nice job of finding the tight end and that big target, and he picks up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. Receiver makes the catch.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He can go.
Well, you talk about a turn of events. What a job by this defense. You're thinking at the very least they're potentially going to give up the go-ahead field goal, maybe a touchdown. Instead, they come up with this interception and get the ball back to their offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. First and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested.